Hello everybody, welcome back to the Sleep Sleeper series. We're starting this off by migrating from the old gold power plant, saying goodbye to last week's Snorlax, and moving to the marvelous world of Greengrass Isle. Now, this does bring up our area bonus to 15% at old gold power plant, as you saw there. And after the course of this week, we're going to be going up to 75% area bonus at Greengrass. So that'll be kind of nice. We'll finally truly maxed area bonus of 75% at one of the islands. But as of right now, we have Neroli tuning in to let us know of the autumnal variants at Greengrass, which looks very, very different. And the Pokemon materials for this event. We got quite the event coming up. Potential incenses, and I've got a collection of goals that I've set. I think that one of the most important skills for this event is there's so many different things you can do with it, is goal setting. What are your goals? It's something that I very much so emphasized in my event guide series video for this one. And the goals for the sleepers, just general account progression. I don't care about catching them because I can't use them, so I should definitely avoid trying to catch them, which means most of the things that most people are worried about aren't really of my concern right now on the sleepers. The biggest thing, getting a main skill seed. I think I want to make sure to get a Thunder, Fire, and Water Stone, but that idea could change depending upon if I already have them in the bag or not. I haven't actually really looked. Ninetales is not legal to us, so the only thing we want a Fire Stone for is Flareon. And Vaporeon would be the only thing in the game for a Water Stone. Now, we got desserts. That is good to see. That is our best meal type with ease on the sleepers. It's my best meal type on both accounts, actually, I'd say. There's the music, the new event music. It's another variant of Ecruteak City. I do like to hear it. But anyway, we do have a slight meal boost this week of 1.1 times, and we have a skill trigger rate boost on most Pokemon. Now, I don't think I'm not going to be using a good camp ticket this week. Maybe next week? I doubt it. If I can reach Master 18 based off my calcs, then maybe I'll consider it for next week. We'll see. But I'm kind of getting a feel for it this week. And the reason why Master 18 is just to unlock Greengrass Expert Mode, just to have that opportunity available to us in the event that we want to do that. I don't think the sleepers are necessarily ready for Expert Mode, but just to have the option open to us. Now, something that I did want to check. Now, if you watched my daily journal video today, you'll know that I set some goals. In fact, here are the ones for my main account. I created kind of a rubric for grading the week, and as long as I get like a 90%, which is like just the primary and secondary goals, then I'll be content with the week. I feel like I did well if I get like a 90% based off this grading rubric for me. I also made one to the sleepers. That's a lot longer and actually includes a big extra credit section of things that I would like, but I don't think are necessarily achievable for the sleepers, so I'm not including them in my actual goals because I feel like I'm not going to be able to get them. But I don't know how to apportion things, and a part of that is because I don't know if I actually want to go for particularly the Thunder, Fire, and Water Stones. Because do I already have a Water Stone? If I already have a Water Stone, then I don't want to value that as highly, because I only ever really need one Vaporeon. I already have a Fire and a Thunderstone, actually, so I don't really need those. So, before I thought that I had one, or I didn't think that I had one, so I was going to just apportion it as if I needed them still, but I don't really, because I only need one Firestone for one Flareon, if I choose the right investment. I only need one Thunderstone for one Jolteon. Oh wait, no, I need two, because Magnezone. I would like to get a Magnezone if I can, eventually. So, I actually do need an additional Thunderstone. Waterstone, I would like to have as well for Vaporeon, but there's probably one in a mission, if I had to guess. I guess I don't know where the missions are going. Badges. There probably is a Waterstone in one of the badges, right? Maybe Pokemon Befriended or something. Usually it's in either, Incense is used, I know, is one that can sometimes yield stuff like that. Otherwise, it's the RP one, the Team RP. I know is a common one to give evolution items. Huh, no water stone there either. Did I already use a water stone? I never made a Vaporeon, did I? No, I didn't. Huh. I don't know. Does it actually reward a free water stone? I'm gonna Google this. There's usually a site that... Oh, it's just for the regular sleep exchange. Oh, wait. Level ups. Oh, wait a minute. Level ups. Okay. According to this guide I found. Where's that one? Right here. Ah, it's my next one. Raise 10 Pokemon to level 35. So we do have a water stone coming in soon. So we don't necessarily need to worry about that one. Once we get more Pokemon to level 35, we'll be getting that stone. And I only really need one, unless they add more garbage Pokemon in the future. But there are a lot of water stone potential candidates, so I do think I'm going to prioritize getting that. I do think I'm going to prioritize getting the water stone as well, just not as much as I currently have it weighted on this scaling. But I'll redo the rubric for the sleepers. As of right now, it's possible to get up to 115% with the extra credit that I've given myself. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for the week. Like I said, we're at green grass to take advantage of our 70% area bonus. Also to take advantage of the event boosts and everything. Also to take advantage of the fact that, on average, based off the calculations I've ran, it yields higher main amounts. So, all things considered, I think this is the best island for the sleepers. Anyway, given all that, I do need to do some team prep, team planning. So we now know that it is, in fact, desserts. I'm going to do the team prep actually off camera, figuring out what my team is going to be, and I'll come back and show you guys the projections in the next video. If I remember. I have a terrible memory for things like that. But I don't want to do it off camera because with the event boosts, it requires that I do it in Rain on X instead of Neroli's lab. And I don't have my Pokemon saved on Rain on X from the sleepers. So it's going to take me a little bit longer because I'll have to punch in each one. I think that makes for boring content. So I'll show you guys what I'm doing in the next video, but I'm going to set up my team right after this. I wanted to show moving islands, so I didn't prep it beforehand. But yeah. Anyway, let's hop into our sleep session review from last night. This is from the last night at the Old Gold Power Plant from last week. We are still kind of hoping for more Toxel. I would prefer to get an amped form one. I do have a good candidate, a really good candidate, actually, for a low-key form from last night, or from 2 nights ago. But I'd prefer amped, because I think it has better synergy. They both makes the milk and the coffee for the Clodsire Eclairs. I think it works well for this account. The only thing we're missing is cacao, which I guess my Slowking does make some cacao, but not a lot. I will be using Slowking throughout this week, though. I could almost guarantee that. Wow, that's a lot of 3-star styles. That's probably me some new stuff. Wait. Oh yeah, it was Good Sleep Day. That's probably why. I forgot that was happening. Oh, and boosted new style rates as well? I didn't even think about that. Dear gosh. Yeah. Lots of new styles. Hold up. Is that shiny or is that the shading? I think that's shiny. Yeah, that's definitely shiny. Those two Pichus are very different colorations, and now they're in the same lighting. Well, that's interesting. Shiny Pichu. Can't use it. Raichu is not within the realm of shiny claws. Like, I allow myself some leniency to use illegal Pokemon on this account if they're shiny, as is shown by the Sudowoodo. Technically, Sudowoodo is banned, but I allow it because of shiny claws. Raichu is one that is so far above and beyond everything else's productivity. I mean, there's a lot of, top tier Pokemon is what I'm trying to say. Even shiny, I'm not allowing them. Like Dedenne, Gardevoir, any A for Ebon, Raichu, Johto starters, those are all in a realm that even shiny claws does not save them. So, no matter what this Pichu has for stats, it's never going to see the light of day. It's going to sit in the box for eternity. But anyway, we do have a new Toxel here. We will be catching it if we can. We'll see. Actually, you want to know what's funny? I might actually transfer said shiny Pichu. We'll see. I may transfer it, just because it's... I actually need Peach Raichu candies. And that could be 5 more candies for my... Yeah, it is shiny, I was right. Okay. I mean, I guess we'll... Here you go, guy. 1 biscuit, 1 catch. That will never see the light of day. This is the suboptimal decision. Because we know that I'm never going to use it, no matter what its stats are. But it's always fun to see with shiny. Oh, I can't feed that to a Toxel. Nope, don't want to feed that to a Toxel. I almost just made a mistake. Oh, would you look at that? We get to save our regular biscuits. What do you know? Thank you, RNG. Actually treating us well today. I'm ready for this. Okay. Thank you, Norley. We're always making serious strides around here. We have to. It's just, we have to send out this. That's my rule. If it's shiny, unless it's like a bottom tier mon, I always send out the photo. Okay. Wow, that actually was a good chunk towards Research Rank 61. That is good to see. The old gold power plant. Pipes. Okay. What's this shiny Pichu got? Serious nature, that's neutral. There's no berry fighting S at level 10, but... Okay, good, he's garbage. I don't have to feel bad about never using him. Or her, I guess. It's a female Pichu. Yep, it's just gonna be box filler. Box filler. An endless curse. Okay, what's this Toxel got? Jolly nature. Jolly sounds... It sounds like an amped form, which is what I do want. That is ingredients down, XP gains up. I know. Let's see. Am I right about that? I'm just checking here. Sorry. Okay, Toxel. Well, let's check here real quick. Loading the Toxel page. Is Jolly... Yes, Jolly is an amped form one. Generally speaking, I'd say if it's more of an amped thing, it's probably the amped form. If it's more of a low-key sort of thing, like, there's vibes with it. There are some that don't feel right, like Bold. Bold feels like something that I feel like should be amped, but for the most part, you can tell just by the naming. Even if you don't know what they are exactly. Mono Milk! Now, I do like the Mono Milk list on a potential amped form Toxel, because then it can actually contribute a decent amount excess milk from the natural ingredient finding, that it actually is considerable. So, if there's some decent helping speed... Oh my... What? Okay, this is actually like a really solid amped form. If we're to put in a subskill seed. That's the problem, though. It's not going to be great without a subskill seed. And once again, I'm going to have to use Rain on X for this because Neroli's lab isn't really great for calculating Toxel specifically, or these plus Pokemon, because you kind of have to add together all their things. So I'm going to change this from 18.1 to 50.6 and then times 1, because that's really more what it looks like on the sleepers for energy. Before I modify this. Okay, let's put this guy in here. What is it with both? Wait, both of my counts got like a pretty solid amped form on the first one, and then a pretty solid, like, both of my accounts got one pretty solid low-key and then one pretty solid amped form option for Toxtricity, like, right away. What is going on? Okay, so Speed M, I'm just going to look at it if we leave it at Trigger S, because I don't think I'm going to have the subskill seed to invest into it anytime soon. But still, that's a lot of speed. That's 2 different speed subskills. And it's got a Mono Milk list. Now, granted, it has ingredient finding down, which does actually kind of hurt the goal of milk. But, you know, I can always theoretically maybe mint it one day. When I get it to level 60, maybe. And we'll see if we have any mints around that point, and if we're actually using this thing. We'll add a plusle to the team. Okay. If doing all this, Where's the milk? Oh, there it is. 75 plus 32. What? Okay, I don't think we need to worry about minting it, because that sounds like plenty of milk for my purposes. Yeah, 75.39 plus 32.47 plus 5.7 from the excess. That's 113 milk a day. That well exceeds the meta call for milk right now, which I believe is about 30. Even if we give it 0 energy gains per day, which is the worst potential with the RNG on the sleepers because of using energizing cheer over energy for everyone, then on the worst potential day we're averaging 99 milk. Granted, there could be bad days because of less skill procs, there could be bad days because of, but 99 milk, that's, what is the meta call right now? I think it's 30, right? No, well, 30 per meal, making 90. I'm gonna double check this. Actually, wait a minute. No, it's 26. Okay. I guess the game threw out plus and minus. Maybe the devs... Okay, guys, this is a conspiracy. The devs have definitely found my channel, right? Okay? And they're hearing a lot of complaints that plus and minus, a lot of people are saying, I just can't justify a use case for it because it's like investing too many skill specialists and it's too expensive, and they're conditional. But because they're conditional, nobody's using it, and because they're conditional, I'm allowing it on the sleepers. So they find my channel, and they want someone to be using it to show that it can be good. So then they just say, here, and they just hard-coded that I was going to catch this. That's definitely a conspiracy, right? You know, I'm just extra interested to see, if I wasn't to invest the skill seeds, if I was to say, just not invest the skill seeds, how much would it make in milk? Definitely would go down significantly, because we'd only be operating with a level 2 main skill. Then it's only producing 33 plus 28, and this is at the 0 energy. This still isn't bad milk productivity. Like, it could be better, don't get me wrong. 33.27 plus 28.33 plus 2. 63.6. That's not meeting meta calls, but that's a lot of milk. Like, that's a significant amount of milk. You can't write that off. Okay, well, and that's if I don't... Man, I could also invest a sub-skill seed. Wait. Let's take this to the max and just see what it maxes at. If I was to actually invest this sub-skill seed into this. Then it would bring it up to 75? Wait. Because we'd have to give it some energy. Okay. 85. Okay, 32. I'm just going to add the big numbers. I'm not going to worry about the decimals here. 85, 6. 123 milk. Okay, yep, this is milk. This makes milk, I guess. We have a plus hole to make the coffee to synergize with it. We also have a low key to be minus if we need that, and we don't need the coffee. Like, we've got the Pokemon. We've got all the potential Pokemon here. Wow. The game is just handing us some ridiculous stuff. I don't even know what I'm saying. Well then. Like I said, I'll figure out my team off camera. It's probably going to involve the Comfey. It's probably going to involve the Slowking for sure. I imagine it's probably based around Tea Time Corn Scones, but I'm going to work on figuring out what is optimal. Like I said, Slowking's almost guaranteed. Comfey is guaranteed, pretty much. Maybe Plusle, if we can... I guess if we invest up this dude, then we'll have milk covered, so maybe we can... Hold up. No, because we're not going to be making enough cacao for Clodsire Eclairs yet. So, yeah, I'll probably be targeting Tea Time Corn Scones, which means we'll probably see a lot of rats on the team, just for the apple productivity. Ginger and corn from the Comfey. Milk from maybe Musharna. Maybe we'll run Leafeon to have actually 2 milk producers. Or, we'll see what... I'll see. I'll figure that out off camera. But anyway, if you have enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Down in the description, we'll have a link to join the Discord. You can come join us, hang out, talk about all things Pokemon, sleep, and the like. A huge thank you to all my channel members. It really means a lot to me that you guys want to show your support financially, despite there being no paid rewards for members. If you too want to become a channel member, then feel free to click the join button down below. And as always, I thank you all for watching and hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.